everyone, meteorologist Jordan Derensberg here. I hope everyone's had a good Friday so far. We're starting off muggy, which is why we're seeing a lot in terms of cloud cover right now. So let's go ahead and let's break everything down for you because we've got a lot to talk about for today. So first, we're going to look outside. This is the Oasis weather camera overlooking, let's call it the permanent peninsula right now, because Lake Travis has not been full since July of 2019, so since before COVID, and honestly, it's quite annoying because this is our water supply source for the Austin metro area, and we really need to make sure we get this thing filled, and y'all need to make sure that y'all are conserving water. Okay, cool. But anyways, we're at 80 right now at the airport as well as Camp Mabry, so we're already heating up in spots across central Texas. We've got 80 in Elgin, 81 Cedar Creek, so it's upper 70s, lower 80s. Most of the 70s are west of I-35 in sections of the hill country. Laga Vista feeling lucky right now, 77, but we've got 78 Cedar Park as well as Round Rock, and most of Hays County is checking in with those upper 70s. San Marcos, where our Daybreak team is at right now at that cafe on the square, they're checking in at 80, and we're looking at upper 70s over portions of the hill country and lower 80s for portions of the coastal plains. Now, the dew points are going to be very important for today because we're well above the tropical threshold in a lot of places. 72 here in Austin, Burnett 72 for a dew point, San Marcos at 76. But look at the coastal plains. I mean, this is downright oppressive in LaGrange. I mean, that has to be some of the stickiest air in the country right now. 80 is the dew point in LaGrange this morning. I mean, that is really, really sticky. And when you factor all of this in, we're feeling like already lower 90s in LaGrange and mid 80s in areas along and east of I-35. With the feels like temperatures in place in addition to this cloud cover and the current air temperatures, we do have a heat advisory that is in effect. And this is going to be for the Austin metro, so Travis and Hays County. Wilco, you're not in it, but I wouldn't be shocked if you're added to this as well. But we've got Bastrop, Fayette, and Caldwell counties also in this heat advisory. This is from 2 to 7 today. Now, this technically does not trigger a weather impact alert day. An extreme heat warning would trigger such a day. However, you want to make sure still that you are drinking plenty of water, that you are taking frequent breaks in the shade, that you are staying inside if possible. And speaking of drinking water, you don't have to feel relief just by drinking water. You can actually jump in it as well. So that can be very helpful because you have that cooling effect on your body that can really help you in the event of extreme heat. Now, as we take a look at Friday, could have a few light showers off to our north at around 5:30 in the afternoon. Could have a storm, maybe on the strong end. We do have a marginal risk for some of our northern zones. But as we go through 7 and 8 and 9 o'clock, could have some more of those storms move on through for your Friday night. But then as you head into early Saturday morning, everything should be clearing out. Still going to be another warm and muggy start to the day. Now let's look at Saturday afternoon though, and the main threat for severe weather tomorrow is going to be to our north. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to be helping our sister station KCEN with their severe weather coverage tomorrow. As a result of this, they have a 2 out of 5 slight risk, and we'll show you more of that in a moment, but we have a marginal risk for the hill country for your Saturday. Now this is at around 5 p.m. And there you see that line of storms making their way through portions of areas north of the hill country. But then watch this as we head throughout 8, 9, 10 o'clock. That storm system sweeps through and we dry out once again, but we could have some more rain showers over portions of the southern hill country. Gillespie and Blanco counties are under the gun for that. Now here is that severe weather outlook for today. Most of Milam County, northern Wilco, northeastern Burnett, you have a 1 out of 5 marginal risk for severe weather. For Saturday, that risk is going to be 1 out of 5 again for most of the hill country though. So Burnett as well as Llano and Gillespie counties, you're in it. Mason County though, most of you guys, including I would argue Mason proper, is right on that line between a 1 out of 5 and a 2 out of 5 slight risk. The threats are going to be the same. They're just a little heightened in the 2 out of 5 risk for today and tomorrow. We're looking at hail and damaging winds that are possible with any storm that does pop up. Now, tornado threat doesn't look all that likely, but the hail threat, that's been the issue. The wind threat can also be an issue as well. You can have straight line wind damage with some of these storms. Now, Saturday, Austin FC at home again. They're taking on the Vancouver Whitecaps. Sunday, game 2 of that best of 5 division series for the Texas Stars taking on the Milwaukee Admirals. We're going to be looking at upper 90s both days. And right now, I only have a 10% chance of storms on Saturday because a lot of the model data is just not confident on any storm development here in the KVU area. The models believe that the cap will be stronger here than areas a little off to our north. The cap's going to be weaker and it is more prone to strong storm development. Also, if we're looking for a record high, we're looking at Monday. 100, we believe, is what we're going to be sitting at. But then a frontal system comes through Tuesday and then on to Wednesday and Thursday. So we should get a little bit of a reprieve from the heat as we gear up for the Memorial Day weekend. So by and large, not terrible, but okay. Not terrible, but okay. Still, maybe we've still got the heat advisory today. Maybe an isolated storm to our northern zones for later on this evening. Tomorrow, same goes for the hill country with a 2 out of 5 risk for portions of Mason County. So please, 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 a key thing I want y'all to remember. Heat advisory today. Maybe an isolated strong storm tomorrow, especially in the hill country. Best chances for that for our area will look like Mason and maybe even Llano counties. But anyone in the hill country could be fair game for a strong storm or two. Record highs possible on Monday as well. So a lot to sort out. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to get ready for our midday show. We don't have a lot of questions right now on our Facebook feed, but I just want to say thank y'all for joining us on this quick little live stream as we get ready for KVU Midday. And I will see all of y'all at 11 a.m. on the same device that you might be watching us right now, whether it be your Fire Stick, Apple TV, or Roku on KVU+, whether it be KVU.com or the KVU app. You can even join us on air on ABC. We've got The View going on preceding us, and we will be on right after The View, right at 11 a.m., right here on KVU. But with that, I'm meteorologist Jordan Derensberg. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.